Hey everyone, my name is Jeanette and welcome to my YouTube channel. I wanted to share something with you today that I think is a game changer out there for those of you who suffer from acne scars or scars from surgery, an accident, even if you suffer from the deep wrinkles, the 11s, things like that. I want to talk to you about Dermaflage. Dermaflage was created by a Hollywood special effects makeup artist, and it's still used today, in fact, for special effects in film. And it is a great topical filler. Essentially, when you have a scar on your face, for example, what you see is the shadow that is left by the recessed area. And what Dermaflage does is it fills in that area and makes it even with the rest of your skin. This is the starter kit, and the starter kit is $40. And in the starter kit, you receive your actual mixing medium. Now, no pun intended, my color is medium. Now, they do have several different colors available, obviously, and they do have a very comprehensive chart on their website at dermaflage.com that can help you choose the right color for you. Dermaflage does ship internationally, which is great for me because I happen to live in France. If you live in the United States and you purchase the wrong color, they will exchange the color for you at no cost, which is really, really generous, I must say. Anyway, in the starter kit, which is $40 US, you receive, like I said, one syringe of the color of your choice. You also receive a couple of tools that you may need if you choose. These are it's like a spatula here, and this is sort of like a mixing tip or applicator tip. You also receive 10 of these. These are applicator tips. You remove the cap from the syringe. You put this in place, and this is mostly used for maybe bigger areas to cover if you have like a deep scar or a wrinkle. I don't use the applicator tips. I just use a toothpick. I get really super high tech. The toothpick is for advanced users only. Just kidding. Okay. You also receive in the starter kit, you receive a little compact here. And inside the compact is a silicone sponge. Now, I have used this, obviously. You can cut the silicone sponge to whatever size you want, or you can leave it whole. I chose to cut mine because I have a couple of areas that I need to cover. Now, the silicone pad is textured with a natural skin texture on both sides, which is great. Now, Dermaflage also is a waterproof product. I have tested this. In fact, I've done many tests in the 3 weeks that I've been trying this product. I have washed my face with my regular soap and water, and the Dermaflage stays on. I have to literally take it off by hand. Okay, so another thing about Dermaflage is they suggest using their product with a mineral powder foundation. For example, Bare Mineral. I have Bare Minerals in my collection. It's just not something that I reach for. I am a liquid foundation, bronzer, contour, blush, highlighter, fixing spray kind of person. I have done several tests on this product using it with a liquid foundation. If you do not wear powder foundation, you can wear it with a liquid foundation, and I'm going to show you how I do that today. Now, I do have a couple of examples of the products that I have tested the Dermaflage with. I have used the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation, great foundation, very matte, very full coverage, a little bit dry. That's for another video. Okay. And I have used the MAC Mineralized Foundation Liquid. I have used it with the Sephora Illuminating Foundation, and I have used it with the good old drugstore Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. That's what I have on today, mixed in with a little bit of the MAC Mineralized Liquid Foundation. I got super high-techy today with that. They do have a primer. This is the Dermaflage primer. It is $15. It's available on their site. They suggest using this if you have oily skin. The Dermaflage does not adhere well to an oily surface, so they do suggest using Dermaflage primer if you have oily skin. I do not have oily skin. I have dry to normal skin. Now, I chose to purchase the primer because I plan on using it over a liquid foundation. So I will show you how you use this. Let's get on with the tutorial. Okay, now I'm going to zoom you in. I don't know from there if you can see, but I have ice pick scars here. Pretty deep, in my opinion, and they bother me a lot. When I zoom you in, you're going to see that I have other skin issues, but we're just going to choose to ignore that, and we're going to focus on the big monster on the face. The elephant in the room, if you will. Okay, I'm going to zoom you in here a bit. Okay. I think we are zoomed in good enough for you to see what we've got going on here. We are going to first apply the primer. The primer comes in a little bottle that looks like it's very liquidy, so be careful. It looks like nail polish, but it's obviously not. And you want to apply this directly into the areas of concern. And you want to apply just a tiny bit outside of the lines. Now, like I said, and you want to wipe off the tip after you're done. Let that sit. While that's sitting, I will explain. I don't use a primer on my makeup. I do use a moisturizer, obviously, because I do have a bit of a dry skin issue at the moment. I go ahead and apply all of my makeup. I apply my setting spray, everything. That's what you need to do. While this is drying, I should say, go ahead and get the rest of your tools ready. In the syringe, if you'll notice, there is a clear side and there is a color side. When you dispense the product, you mix those two together. That becomes sort of a silicone. Well, it doesn't become sort of silicone. It is silicone. But you want to work fairly quickly with that. I loved my Dermaflage so much. The first time I tried it maybe 4 times. The very next day, I went back on their site and I purchased a 4-pack of their syringes because I never wanted to run out. That's how much I loved, and I knew, okay, this was a game changer for me. This was huge. The 4 syringes are $80. By the way, you can purchase any of the starter pack accessories individually on their site at dermaflage.com. I'll link down below their site. It's a very, very helpful site. Now that the primer has essentially dried, we're going to go ahead and go into how you use the product. You go ahead and remove the tip. I use the lid of the tray that the silicone sponge comes in. You do not need a lot of product. To give you a frame of reference, a pea size spreads out to the size of a quarter, okay? So this is a problem that a lot of people have. They dispense too much product, they use too much product. You do not need a lot, depending on the size, of course, of your issue. Now I'm going to dispense a small amount onto the tray. There you go. You need to work quickly. Do not get distracted, because this has you have about maybe 30 seconds or so once you mix this, to apply it and get going. So I go ahead and mix this right on the tray. You want to mix it well, because the 2 products need to combine well in order to work. I'm just using a toothpick. Like I said, you can use the tools that come with the kit if you want. Now, I take a small amount. You do not need much. That is not a lot. And you go ahead and I just sort of roll it into the area that I need to cover. Excuse the ice machine maker on the refrigerator. There's always something, you know? But I'm so happy to know that we'll have fresh ice later on. Thank you very much. And there it goes, filling up. Okay. And I'm rolling a little bit more into the second hole. There we go. Then you want to take your textured silicone pad and gently place it on the area that you want to cover. Dermaflage suggests leaving this on for about 60 seconds. Since I'm using it over a foundation, a liquid foundation, I have found that 2 minutes works best for me. So I'm going to go ahead and let that sit, and I will be right back to you. You don't need to watch me sit here for 2 minutes and do absolutely nothing with my life. So I'll be right back. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes, so let's go ahead and see what we've got here. Now what you want to do next is you want to gently take the silicone pad and just roll it off of your face. There you go. Tap a little bit. Voila. Now what it has done, it has essentially filled in the area. You cannot see a shadow anymore. Now, a lot of people say, well, you know, it looks sort of shiny or whatever. I'm going to show you how you fix that. So what you want to do now is you just want to kind of let it sit. It's a little bit tacky at this time. You can just leave it like that. I mean, unless you're going to be, you know, I'm under studio lights, so it's quite bright in here. But unless you're going to be, you know, in an area where you've got like a close talker or something like that, there's not going to be anyone that's going to notice this. I have worn it, and I've had people say, wow, you know, like, I've asked them if they notice anything different. Well, a lot of people say they don't even notice my scars. Any of you out there who have scars like this, you certainly notice them. And for me, I don't really do it for anybody else, I do it for me. They really do bother me, but I am just beyond thrilled with this Dermaflage product. By the way, this is not sponsored, so I'm giving you my unbiased, unsponsored opinion. So, once it's sort of set like this, what I do is, if you feel like it's a little bit maybe shiny, or a little bit, you feel like you've lost a little bit of your blush color, what I do is I take like a cosmetic brush like this. This is pretty stiff. And I do apply my foundation with this, so there is a little bit of a foundation on there. You can take a little bit of powder if you want. I sometimes use the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder, and I just sort of gently kind of brush over the area, or just sort of stamp that area. Don't do this, just stamp. And maybe go over it with a little bit of to kind of brush away. A little bit of powder to kind of brush away, whatever. So basically, that is the tutorial. That is how you use Dermaflage. I want to reveal a little bit of a secret I didn't tell you. I actually have Dermaflage on my face in another area. Could you tell? You couldn't tell, could you? I'll show you. Right here, I have Dermaflage on my face. If I didn't point it out to you, you wouldn't have known. Tell the truth. I'm going to show you, just to prove that I actually had it on. I'm going to lift up the edge a little bit with tweezers, and I'm just going to peel it off. And underneath, you can see right here, I have two other deep ice pick scars. So that goes to show you how good this product really is. I love it. It's a game changer. I hope that you guys check it out. I hope that you found this video informative. They have great customer service. I want to give a shout out to Cassie. She was the one that I corresponded with when I had some questions. She was great. I think they're a great company. I hope that you check out their website. Like I said, I will link it down below. If you found this video informative, please comment down below. If you've tried Dermaflage before, comment down below. If you have questions, comment down below. Like and subscribe, and I hope to see you back. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.